Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a little while since I posted a new video. We're not going to talk about it though. We're just gonna keep going, rolling with it. There's been a lot. I feel like I always say this. There's just a lot going on in life right now. And, you know, life happens. So I don't always get time to film when I want to. But that's all changing because we're growing this channel. I'm filming a ton of videos, so be on the lookout for those soon. But this video has been long awaited for me, and I'm very, 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 very excited about it. This was supposed to be a full-on reading vlog, but then I kind of finished the book in 2 days, and I wasn't filming, so now it's just gonna be a review. But I promise the other 2 books in this series will be reading vlogs. I'm going to be starting some reading vlogs for these books soon. So, without any further ado, well, you've already seen the title, so you know what book this is. There's no surprise. But I finally read A Clockwork Angel. If you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, you already saw me make a post about this book, but oh my goodness gracious. I need time to like sit with it, honestly, because this, it's a lot. I love it. I loved it so much. I'm still heartbroken over a possible love triangle that I know is going to be happening. And by the way, this video is going to be spoilers. I can't talk about all of this and like rant so passionately about it without talking about things. So I'm sorry if you haven't read this book yet and you don't want to be spoiled. Don't watch this video because it's going to be full of spoilers. I can't help myself. I have to gush about it because this book did something to me and I need to talk about it. I just need to. I finished this book this morning. As of, this is Saturday when I'm filming. I finished this book this morning, and then tonight I decided to start Clockwork Prince because I have no self-control, so it's fine. But it is incredible, and so what I want to do is talk about each of the 3 characters individually, and then kind of go into like the rest of the book after the 3 characters. And for me, the main 3, I think for everybody, is Will, Jem, and Tessa. So I will be talking about each of them individually and why I love them. And then we'll get into the rest of the story and what I loved about it, because I knew, guys, I knew how much people gushed about this book and how good they said it was and how it changed their lives, and I don't even know. There's no words. There's just no words. I love this more than Caraval. And that says a lot. Because Caraval is like my book. Like, that series is my book. I love it. But this is going to be taking the place of Caraval, for sure. So, I want to talk about Tessa first, because she is my new favorite. I love her so much. So, Tessa obviously had no idea what she was, who she was, her past, I don't know. She didn't know who she was. And just seeing her, it reminded me a lot of Elena in Shadow and Bone. Except I feel like Tessa handled things better than Elena did, but I mean, 2 different worlds. But, oh man. There's just something about Tessa that draws you in, and she's so real and emotional and just so smart and like just soft at this, like I love her, okay? I love her a lot, and I want her to be happy. And I feel like this is what I always hear people talk about when they talk about this book, is that they just want these characters to be happy. Me too. I don't know that they will be right now, but if I keep reading, maybe they will be. Maybe. One can hope. But I love Tessa so much. I love her strength. I love her courage. I love her kindness. I love her sarcasm. Her wit. Like, the way she can handle banter with Will so well. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. I don't even know. I'm like incoherent because I loved this book so much that I feel like all I'm gonna say about it is I love it, I love it, I love it, which I do. But there's just something about these characters on their own that are so interesting and so real and raw and just I don't know what it is, but there's one quote that Tessa says that I love. Let me find my page. I didn't end up tabbing a lot of this because I ended up just listening to it on audio instead. So I wasn't able to tab, but I need to go back so I can tab pages and quotes because there's a lot of them. But one of my favorite quotes that Tessa says is on page 87. "One must always be careful of books," said Tessa, "and what is inside them, for words have the power to change us." And I read that quote, and I knew that Tessa was gonna be my new number one favorite female main character in a fantasy series. love it. I love it. And I love the banter between her and Will when she's disguised as, is it the queen? I think it's supposed to be the queen. I can't remember for sure. But when she's disguised and she's telling him, just do as you're told. Ugh, I love it. I love their banter. Their banter is so good. Their chemistry is so good. It's spot on. I love it. But now I want to talk about Will. I love Will. Now, he has his moments where he can seem like a bit arrogant and like a know-it-all, which usually I love in a character, but I don't know. Maybe that part just didn't love that, but the rest of him is so just, the way that he cares for Jen is everything. That's everything and more. Their friendship is so good. Their friendship is so sweet and pure, and I just love it. I love it so much. I love Will as a character. I think he's really interesting. He's a complex character. I feel like it's gonna take some time. Sorry, my dog is sleeping over there, so I'm getting distracted by how cute she is. So I don't know yet how I feel about him 100%. I think it might take me like the next book to figure it out. I do know how he feels about Tessa. I think we all know. But I saw like the first chapter of Clockwork Prince, and when he says that he wants to find something so that he just doesn't love her anymore, to save that for my Clockwork Prince video, but oh my goodness, that destroyed me. Like, I wanted to scream so bad when he said that. That boy, he's gonna be a new book boyfriend for sure. He's pretty high on the list. And then I also want to talk about Jem. Jem is a gem. I mean, there's not any other better words to describe him. When we first meet him, we find out he's sick, because obviously he starts, trigger warning, throwing up blood. So we know he's sick, but he's just so sweet, and he's so welcoming to Tessa, and he's so, I don't know, there's just something about him that I love. I love Jem, and he's so kind and so, I don't know, he's very different from Will in a lot of ways, but I love that. I love that there's those differences between those characters. I love it. I don't know how Cassandra Clare does it, because I'm speechless. Like, it's so good. And I know that there's a love triangle with her and Jem and Will, and I'm not happy about it. But I know it's coming because everyone talks about it. But oh my gosh, I'm not ready for it. I'm not prepared, because the problem is I love Tessa and Jem too. Like, they could be really cute together, but my heart just keeps saying, no, Tessa and Will are like soulmates, because they are. They just are. They belong together. And if there's anyone that believes differently, you can have your opinion, but you're wrong. I'm sorry, but like, they just, they belong together. They're so good. Their chemistry is insane. Their banter is incredible. Their banter reminded me of Powerless. Kai and, okay, now her name is blank. I can't think of her name. In that book, the two main characters have such good banter. It's what like drew me in so well with them. I'm mad at myself for starting to read this series, because I know how much I'm gonna love it, and it's gonna become like my entire personality, and I'm gonna be really annoying about it. But you know what? That's what happens. That is what happens. I liked that Magnus was also in it for a little while. That was pretty cool to see him again. I don't know. I'm like speechless. I don't have much to say. I feel like I'm not making much sense, so I'm gonna stop recording this right now, and maybe I'll finish it later. So, to sum up my thoughts and feelings on Clockwork Angel, I know I rambled for a little bit there. I am so sorry. I have a lot of emotions and feelings about this series. But I loved it. Easy as 5 out of 5. I've given a book in like a long time, and I feel like the hype was very, very, very justified, and it definitely lived up to my expectations of the book, and I exceeded it. But I mean, I've always known since I started reading Shadowhunter books that I liked Cassandra Clare's writing. I love her writing style. I love the way she describes things, the wording that she chooses, and the quotes. They're so good. They're so good. And in this book, it's exceptional. It's everything I wanted and more. So, I would highly, 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 highly recommend, if you have not read those books, to read them, because they are excellent. And I'm definitely convincing my best friend to read them. So, yeah. I will be doing reading vlogs for both Clockwork Prince and Clockwork Princess, so look forward to those at some point in the future. And yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little review. I'm sorry it turned very, very rambly. But I had a lot of feelings, so here we go. That's all it is. It's a lot of feelings. So I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.